Welcome back. I'm about to bake pasta tonight, but then, oops. But then I remembered in an old meme. Do you call that? A meme? I remember an old poster that I saw about ineffective feedback that were described in the form of pasta shapes, and I want to talk about that in our episode today. Feedback is information provided to someone about their actions, performance, behavior, or work. It's essentially a response given to an individual or a group based on your observations, experiences, or opinions. Feedback serves multiple purposes. It helps individuals understand what they're doing well and where they could improve. It also offers guidance or direction for future actions or behaviors. It also provides clarity on expectations, performance standards, or areas that need attention. And it also works as a constructive feedback of sorts because it can motivate and encourage individuals by recognizing their efforts and or successes. Finally, feedback can also be used to contribute to personal and professional development by highlighting areas for growth. So, feedback can come in various forms. It might be formal, like performance reviews, or informal, such as comments from colleagues and or mentors. It's a crucial tool for learning and growth, both in professional and personal teams. And while we now know the value of feedback, there are a lot of times wherein the feedback that we receive is not as effective as they were supposed to be. It doesn't quite hit the mark, leaving us confused or feeling stuck. It might be either unclear, overly negative, or sometimes can be given at the wrong time. And that's where these pasta shapes come in. I saw this meme that was, again, I keep on calling it meme, but it was simply just a poster. I think it was either on Instagram and or Twitter, I forget. But it did show a couple of pasta shapes, like the one that I'm holding right now. This is, I think, called an elbow macaroni or simply just soup pasta. But this was never part of that list of 6. But those 6 describe the different kinds of pasta, and also how it actually talks about the different ways by which some feedback are given, which turn out to be ineffective. So I'd like them to share with you now. Alright, the first pasta shape is the consiglie. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Apologies, you can correct me in the comments below, but these are your shell-shaped pasta. They're often used in pasta salads, baked pasta dishes like macaroni and cheese, or sauces that can settle inside the shell. So what is the metaphor that this pasta brings into the feedback table? Well, it's sometimes empty. That's how some feedback goes, right? They're empty. And what's good about that is that it leaves space for interpretation, allowing for the recipient to fill in the gaps. However, it might lack specific details or actionable points, leaving the receiver uncertain. Second pasta is the pennette, which are small pasta tubes with diagonally cut ends. They're typically found in soups or salads or sauces where a smaller pasta size is preferred. The thing about this one is that it's similar to some feedback that are sharp and to the point. What's good, obviously, is that it provides clear, direct, and concise information. However, it could come across as too blunt or harsh, thus potentially affecting the receiver's motivation. Pasta number 3 is the pipe. These are very large and tubular pasta. They are frequently used in baked dishes like stuffed pasta or in hearty soups where a large size can hold a good amount of sauce or filling. And the metaphor is that sometimes feedback requires that you search inside for a deeper meaning. I don't know what you think about that. The good side apparently is that it encourages reflection and deeper thinking. But similar to the first pasta, it does require more effort to decipher and understand, leading to confusion. And so your intended effect of the feedback might not come right after. Pasta number 4 is the fusilli. Fusilli, or the spiral-shaped corkscrew, the spiral or corkscrew shape pasta. It's versatile and great with various sauces. You know the one, often seen in pasta salads or dishes where the spirals can trap sauce. Metaphor is that this kind of feedback is the one that twists before it makes the point. What's good is that the twist does engage interest because it presents information in a rather intriguing manner. However, the twisting nature might lead to confusion or a delayed understanding of the message. One of my favorite pastas is the rigatoni. So they are large and ridged tubes. They're excellent for dishes where the sauces are thick and can cling to the ridges, and commonly used in baked pasta dishes served with chunky sauces. And the thing about this pasta is that it is straight and no nonsense. Similar to feedback that offers a clear and straightforward message, leaving no room for misinterpretation. However, a potential bad side is that this kind of feedback could lack nuance or consideration for the receiver's feelings, thus coming off sometimes as too rigid. And finally, pasta number 6 is farfalle. Farfalle. It's the boat-type shaped pasta. You know the one. It's used in pasta salads that are served with lighter sauces or in dishes where it's the shape that stands out that add visual appeal. The thing about this one is when it comes to feedback, it's like the one that you deliver with humor. It does lighten the mood, making feedback more enjoyable and easier to accept. However, it might risk the feedback being taken less seriously if the humor overshadows the message's importance. Ultimately, focusing on the essence of feedback is crucial. Effective feedback should cover at least 4 elements. Number 1, balance, offering both positive and constructive elements. Number 2, clear, providing actionable points or suggestions. Number 3, feedback must be considerate, being mindful of the receiver's emotions and context. And lastly, number 4, feedback should be impactful. It is aimed at helping the individual grow or improve. So hopefully you liked our lesson today. The whole point was about feedback and being mindful of whether what you're giving is effective or otherwise. So I'll leave you to think and reflect about your style. If you have any more metaphors related to pasta or otherwise, write them down in the comments. I'd like to hear from you. But then, good luck to me as I make my dinner, and high five.